If you're a marketer, you know the drill. You receive a brief, you research a campaign, you build out the creatives, write the content, run the marketing campaign, evaluate the results, and then do it all over again. And you may be thinking that to do all of this, you might need to hire 3 to 4 people or hire an agency that's very, very expensive. Well, I'm here to break that myth. In today's video, we'll build an AI marketing team using Claude Code, Claude Skills, and Claude Design. This particular AI marketing team can do everything from writing a standard operating procedure to understanding a brief and responding with content creation for your Instagram posts, stay true to brand messaging as it's creating all of this content, and be able to orchestrate between these different functions. If you're new here, my name is Abhilash. I'm a longtime Googler who's led different business functions. If you want to learn how AI can save you time, make you work smarter, and give you an edge in whatever you do, whether it's running a business, leading a team, or getting more done without burning out, this is the place for you to be. If this video resonates with you, hit the like and subscribe button. And with that, let's get into it. There is a 3-layer framework we'll use to put together this AI marketing team. The first layer is the brand context. This is where you'll capture what the brand stands for, what sort of logos and content strategy does the brand adopt, what sort of previous campaigns the brand has run, and any other brand context that might be useful for an actual marketing team. This forms the grounding for everything that the AI marketing team will be doing for you. Number 2 is skills. Every individual workflow that you'll have in your marketing team will be a skill within the Claude world. These skills can range from content writing to actual production of the assets for a campaign strategy, conducting research for a new product that's being launched in the market. Any particular work stream that you can think of is a skill within the Claude world. The third layer within your AI marketing team is the agentic layer. This is the layer that completes tasks for you that might involve orchestration between different workflows. So there might be a data analyst agent that looks at a couple of skill sets to understand what the data is telling us and what strategy to adopt for the brand. There can also be an agent that can be a campaign strategist or an account supervisor that looks at the briefs coming through, understands the previous campaigns that have been run, understands what the brand motto and mission is, and then puts together the strategy for your brand. So simply put, the context is what Claude knows about your business, the skills are what Claude can do, and the agents are who Claude becomes. So let's go build this. The first thing we're going to do is set up the Claude desktop application. If you already do not have access to this, I'll link it below the like button. Within the desktop application, we are going to switch over to Claude Code. And as far as the structure of the project is concerned, this is where the folder will contain all the information that a marketing team requires. And the reason we are setting it up this way is because generally a marketing team will organize everything that they need in a format similar to this. So you'll have assets that the company and the brand has run before. You'll also have the campaigns that the company has run before, some templates that you use to put together your briefs or to dictate your campaign strategy, and most importantly, context, which talks about what the company stands for, what is the brand about, what logo do you use, and what sort of brand colors do you find appropriate for the brand. As the folder is coming together, the other important thing to note about Claude is that Claude requires a brain within your desktop environment to make sense of everything and to dictate this workflow. This is where the claude.md file comes into play. The best thing is you do not have to write the claude.md file. If you let Claude scan the folder for you, it can draft the claude.md file for you. And as you become more mature with the usage of Claude and how your marketing team runs, you can even go in and edit this Claude.md file. So in this case, since the assets, the campaign, the templates, everything is in the folder, Claude was able to put together the Claude.md file fairly quickly. So with the context layer out of the way, let's move on to the second layer that we talked about, which is the skill layer. And here we're going to try and build 3 skills. Let's start with the first skill. Every marketing company I know requires the skill, and this skill is the research and marketing strategy skill. The first thing I'm going to do is have a standard operating procedure file. Now I've created this using Claude, and I already have a standard operating procedure document created, so the video doesn't go on forever. Inside the standard operating procedure, you're outlining what Claude needs to do in terms of its research and strategy process. The document I have provided includes market insights, competitive trends, audience insights, and some channel recommendations. And this standard operating procedure is an important component of the context layer. This ensures that the AI marketing team is working off of a base and not just randomly assuming things as it's building things out. Now let me show you the standard operating procedure file I put together. And as you open the .md file for this, do not be scared if the text looks all over the place. If you copy it over to a notes document, or in my case, as I copy it over to the Google Drive document, you can easily see the components. It includes sections like research objective, market landscape analysis, competitive analysis, audience insights, strategy and channel recommendations, to name a few. Now let's go ahead and build this particular skill. What you're going to do is go into the Claude desktop application, go into the particular folder where you have the assets, the campaign, and the templates, and select that folder as the source folder that Claude is going to be using to do all of the operations. And the prompt I'm going to use for Claude Code is create a new skill called marketing research strategy, this skill should use perplexity search to do in-market research. It should follow the exact procedure from the SOP document in the templates folder. The output should be a structured strategy brief saved in the campaigns folder. Include sections for competitive landscape, market trends, target audience analysis, channel strategy, and key recommendations. And now you can see Claude get to work. Claude in this case will go in, understand your business context, read all the documentation you've provided it, and put together the skill.md file that defines this entire workflow. And the best way to know that the skill works is to test it. So we put another prompt in that says, analyze our top 3 competitors and create a strategy brief for our upcoming summer campaign. And if you look at the output, it follows the exact SOP structure we gave it. We have the competitive landscape, we have the market trends, we have target audience analysis, channel strategy, and key recommendations. And that is the important thing. Claude is not randomly putting this together for you. It is following your process. And the best thing is, this is not set in stone. If you feel like the skill.md document that Claude put together has some deficiencies, you can always go in and tweak the instructions. This is all in plain and simple English. And so over a period of time, what you're expecting is that the skill document becomes robust and is able to support the work that you're doing in marketing. So that was the first skill that we were able to build. Let's move on to skill number 2, and that is the skill of content creation. Here, we're going to do things a little differently. And here, instead of giving Claude a standard operating procedure, I'm going to show Claude examples of what great looks like. This is what you would do with a real-life content writer, so why not do it with Claude? The content I'm going to provide Claude, like I would provide to a content writer, is going to have a mix of the best performing posts, the tone of the content I want, the kind of brand strategy I've used before, and the hooks in my content as well. And so if you go inside the templates folder, you'll see that there are already some examples of the best performing social media posts in a campaign copy. These examples represent the tone, structure, and style I want Claude to learn. I've also provided Claude with a storytelling framework, and that's because I want the stories to come across as authentic to the brand and stay consistent over a period of time. And the structure we follow here is the hook, the value proposition, the key message, the takeaway, and the call to action. So with that structure out of the way, let's go back to Claude and create the second skill. The prompt I provide Claude in this case is create a new skill called content creator. Analyze the content examples and the storytelling framework in the templates folder. Understand the patterns, the tone, the hooks, the structure, the call to action style. Create a reusable content creation skill that follows these exact patterns. The skill should also use the perplexity search tool to find the trending conversations and add timely insights to the content. Output should be saved in the campaigns folder. And so in this sort of a situation, Claude is not only learning from the rules you've set down in a standard operating procedure, it's also learning from real life examples. And as you can see, Claude is scanning the content examples and storytelling framework and putting together the second skill set for me. And like with the first skill set, the only way to know if this works is to test out the second skill set. And the prompt I'm going to give Claude is create 5 Instagram posts for our upcoming product launch campaign. And as this particular prompt runs, if I go into the campaigns folder, I can see that Claude's working to generate the 5 Instagram posts that I requested it to generate using the examples as a base that I'd provided it before. And you can also see once the output is generated in the folder. And if you look at the output, it follows the storytelling framework. They start with stronger hooks, they stay consistent with the brand messaging, they have a hook that's compelling, and use the same structure as the examples we provided. Now, would I take this and publish this right away? Probably not. I'll analyze the kind of outputs Claude has been able to create for me and then tweak it for the first few times and then provide that back again as input to the system. But the biggest thing is that it has provided me a baseline that I can work off of. And that saves any marketing team a bunch of time. So the key learning here is don't just tell Claude what good looks like, you can show Claude what good looks like. The second skill out of the way, let's move on to the third skill, and that is creative design. Here is where we're going to start using Claude Design in addition to Claude Code and Claude Skills. And once Claude Design has built this skill visually, you can export it as a Claude skill like the other two. So instead of telling Claude use my brand colors, I'm going to provide it what my brand colors and other important brand components look like. So if I open up the assets folder, you'll see I have logos, brand screenshots, landing page examples, social media templates, and existing creatives. So that ensures that my assets are ready before I go to Claude Design. Now I'll go to Claude Design. If you do not have the link for Claude Design, I'll link it in the description below. Within Claude Design, if I click on Design Systems, the name of the design system should be generally the brand that you're working with. In this instance, I'm going to provide it the context by attaching the assets folder that we just saw. Claude Design in this case, we'll start looking at the assets folder. We'll analyze the brand logo, the landing page example that we've provided it amongst the other assets, and start creating a map for what the next iteration of something like this would look like. This will take some time for Claude Design to do, so you can walk away from your terminal and come back, and hopefully it should be done by then. So once Claude's analyzed all the assets I've provided it and come back with a proposed design, I can evaluate the design. I can check the color, the brand name and how it's put together, the font, and if something seems off, I can prompt Claude Design to edit it or take the content myself and edit it myself. But the important thing to know here is don't over edit using Claude Design. Once a design change has been made, reversing it using Claude Design is a little more difficult. So if you have consistent changes that you have to be making to the brand design Claude has put together, then it's worth doing it yourself than constantly prompting Claude Design to do it. Once I'm happy with the design, I'm going to export this and take the exported file and put it into my skills folder. This is where the power gets unlocked. Not only are you creating the output for what the brand visuals should look like, you're making that into a skill set that can become part of a workflow tomorrow. But we are not stopping there. We're going a step further. I'm going to create a social media template as well using Claude Design. So if you go back to Claude Design, select prototype, name it social creative template, and pick the design system we just created and select high fidelity. Claude, as you can see, asks a few questions that you can answer fairly quickly. These answers are based on the template I want to create. Once the template looks good, I'm going to export this over to the templates folder within my folder library. Once all of this is done, I'll go back to Claude Code, which is my desktop terminal, and create this skill set. On the screen, I'm going to type out a prompt, create a new skill set called Social Creative Designer. This skill should reference the design system skill and the social creative template in the templates folder. It should generate on-brand social media visuals for any campaign brief or content direction. Each visual should follow the brand colors, fonts, layout styles from the design system. Export each visual as an individual image in the campaigns folder. You will see that Claude is putting together this social creative designer into the skills folder, and once it's created, we'll go ahead and test it by prompting, read the campaign brief in the campaigns folder and generate 3 Instagram post visuals. And you can see the results. The visuals follow the brand colors, fonts, layout styles, and design systems that we had created earlier. Now, like with everything else we've discussed so far, always test and review the results that Claude is putting together. Generally, you will get a very good baseline that you can work off of. And the goal of establishing that baseline to do the work is to reduce the amount of time in creating the same baseline every single time. And more importantly, is to keep on feeding the baseline back as an input to the feedback loop. So Claude starts improving where the baseline sits. And that's the power of combining your workflow with Claude's power. Now, up until now, we've been working on skills individually, but what if we wanted to have these skills work together with each other? Now, think about a situation where there is a new product launch coming along, you had to do market research, you had to do content strategy, and you also had to figure out what your Instagram posts and content visuals are going to look like. That's where these skills can start talking to each other and become very, very powerful. And to make that happen, you can prompt Claude to do that. But we'll go a step further and walk into the third layer, which is the agentic layer. This is the layer that allows us to orchestrate and talk to the individual skill sets and the workflows that we have put together and make it into something that addresses a business goal for your business. And you may be thinking, what is the difference between skills and agents, and why do I need both of them? Well, think of skills as your playbooks, and these playbooks are important for you to understand what you need to do. But think of agents as your team members. They are the ones who are reading these playbooks and actually doing the work for you. Or in other words, orchestration. For the sake of this video, I'm going to create one agent, which is the campaign strategist. But if you're interested in understanding how multiple agents can interact with each other, let me know in the comments below. I'd open the Claude Code terminal and type in this prompt. Create an agent called campaign strategist. The agent is responsible for planning and executing full marketing campaigns. It has access to 3 skills: marketing research, content creation, and social creative designing. When given a campaign brief, this agent should first use the research skill to analyze the market and competition, then use the content creation skill to draft campaign posts informed by the research findings, then use the creative design skill to generate matching visuals for each piece of content. All deliverables should be saved in a new subfolder inside the campaigns folder named after the campaign. So you can see that Claude creates an agent MD file. This file defines the agent's role, the skills assigned to it, and how it should behave. With that, let's test the agent. The prompt I give the agent is, we are launching a summer campaign for our new product line. I need the full package: market research to social media posts and matching visuals for each post. Use the campaign strategist agent for this task. Save everything in a new folder called summer campaign. And you can see that the agent is not just doing the task, it's orchestrating the entire workflow. It creates the strategy brief, then it also writes the social media posts that I requested it to do. based on the research. So this is what I was talking about. The agent becomes the orchestration layer that allows you to communicate between the different skill set and produce results that align with your business goals. So that's an example of how you build your AI marketing team using Claude Code, Claude Skills, and Claude Design. If you haven't seen my video on how to start a one-person business with Claude, I'll link it below the like button. Now, this is what I would love for you to do, is think about the one thing that you do consistently week over week and use Claude to build out that skill and see if you can get into the first form of workflow automation. And let me know in the comments below what you find from it. If you found the video helpful, hit the like and subscribe button. And like always, I'll see you in the next one.